Nah, people. Joel Benjamin 528 here. Yes. It's been a long time. Oh, it's been a long time. People. Joel Benjamin 528 here. Salute to the international audience. See, I gotta get that just right. Let's do that again. People. Joel Benjamin 528 here. Salute to the international audience and the domestic. That's right. BMB gang. Gang. How y'all doing? We here. Where all the people at? We give the people time to come in so they get the notification. Of course, you knew I was going to start late. I'm going to bring that show for you that y'all so definitely need. Oh, it's a lot of people up in here. It's just taking long to show on the other end. All right. Yeah. I'm bringing y'all that work. I said I would. Y'all didn't expect this title, huh? I know y'all didn't. As you can see, how to use the tarot deck, part 1. That's right. We're going to get that work tonight. Let me see all the people that's in here. First, before I start, let me see. Oh, Lakita Houston, thank you for showing love. Thank you for showing me the love. Greatly appreciate you. You started early. That's what I'm talking about. Let me put the title in, people. You know, it's been a while. I gotta move, move into the groove of things. There's a lot of changes that's gonna be going on, and rightfully so. So, again, before I start this, I'm letting y'all know. Other people that I brought on here that spoke about finances and spirituality. I don't support them, don't condone them, not co-signing them at all. I'm making that clear to you. You know who said individual or individual is. Okay? Let me edit a banner. Just to have something going across the screen for y'all. There we go. So, Joel Benjamin 528, I'm making this a live stream. Now, others will charge you to learn about how to use the tarot. Speaking of that, the decks are coming very soon. All right. Manny E99. I'm sorry, 1999 facts. I greatly appreciate you. One of my moderators definitely will be able to do that for you. Let's go. Let's get into this. Are y'all ready for this? How to use the tarot deck. All right. Part 1. This is going to be probably a 3, maybe 4-part series. I could give y'all a lot of work on this. I don't think a lot of people is that interested in it. So I might only leave it to just 1. Maybe this last one, just talk on the key things. dealing with the tarot. So now let me check and go through my notes to give you some breakdown on the tarot. All right. So, the decks, the coronavirus has gotten lifted. All right. So the decks are on its way, and there will be a live stream to show how to use that. I had no idea that it was a Chinese company was dealing with. I should have known everything is made out of China. And thank you all for being patient with that. That's why I made sure I have to hook y'all up the right way. And I'm looking for somebody that deals with graphics. Anybody out there that's good with graphic design and can help me out, please let me know. Okay? Let me know. Sadie V, salute to you. Thank you for the love. First said Joel, let me see. Joel, you be surprised. There are some witches on Instagram charge outrageous amount of money to teach you and read. Yeah. I don't care if they charging $100, $50, $20, $10, or even $5 or $1. This is information once you really study hard. Yes, it will take long, but thank God you got somebody like me to give you the rough draft and the breakdown. So I see more people coming into the room. You know, I'm sure I've been hearing a lot of people getting word that, we got people charging money for this simple type of stuff, and we ain't doing it. All right. Yo, my man, Mystic Mac 007. Salute to you. Salute to the moderators out there. All right, so we're going to get started. Again, any graphic designers out there, I'm going to need your help. Let's get into it. Now, when you use the tarot deck, it's important to know when you're using the tarot deck, you're using it for self-understanding. Getting within oneself. You need to start practicing tarot using the tarot spread, as they call it, or the tarot deck on yourself first. I'm going to point out some cards that you could deal with. Now, I could show you better than I could tell you. So let me fix this for you. Let me set up this slide for you. And again, I'm keeping it very simple tonight because I don't know how interested you all are really into this, especially if y'all don't type in and tell me. Again, I need to know if to make it 1 part, 2 part, 3 part, 5 part. I literally could go up to like a 10-part series with it, but I don't want to bore people. Okay, I know a lot of people got short attention spans, and they might not want to, deal with that. I get it. So I'm going to share my screen real quick just to see how this looks, okay? Okay, people. All right. Now I'm going to fix that up a little bit more. Bear with me. It might not even need to be fixed. Probably should just leave it as is. Let me see. Yeah. Try to make it bigger so stuff don't show all the way like that. But all right, we could go with that. Let's go, people. How to use the tarot deck. So you got to get an understanding of the tarot deck. When using the tarot deck, again, it's important to use it on yourself first. A lot of people, they read a book or two or three, maybe four, and they only been dealing with the tarot deck maybe, and I'm not exaggerating, 1 week, and all of a sudden they want to charge you to do tarot. Which we know the tarot deck, the playing, well, let me start over. Playing cards can also be used for tarot. Now, for those that don't understand what I'm talking about, I'm going to show you just so there's no, misunderstanding the playing cards I'm talking about. And when you get the breakdown of the playing cards, that's when you get to understand, okay, this means this means that, and so on and so on. All right. Now, I want to take a good pick for y'all to see and understand pretty much what I'm talking about. I don't want to lead y'all astray. That's why I want to show you all the stuff. I'm giving you semi-advanced, work on this. Now, one of the things we're going to go through tonight, which, like I said, semi-advanced, I'm going to tell you, like, the high archetype that deals with your zodiac, and then I'll deal with your zodiac for August. Okay? I truly believe it's warranted, needed for the people. If you don't feel that way, again, feel free to let me know. I'll just get into the basic portion of it. Anybody want me to get into that portion dealing with the zodiac? Please let me know now, or forever hold your peace. I'll wait for y'all because I don't want to get into it if y'all don't want that information right now. And I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible because although this is a beginner course, when you're dealing with me, you know how it is. I'll just leave it as that. Like, beginner, go to them charlatans and those fakers if you want that beginner stuff. You want the real deal, I'm going to give it to you real deal style. Okay? I mean, it don't get simpler than that. All right. So, let me see what y'all say. And this is an interactive course, by the way. Okay. Yes. Discuss the zodiac. Okay, no problem. I guess I should share my screen and show you then. Let's start from the beginning. Y'all know I'm a bit rusty. Ain't been up on here in a while, so y'all forgive me, okay? Okay, how to use the tarot deck. some of the things you're going to have to know about the tarot deck. Again, it's good to practice on yourself first. I have my notes written down, and basically let's get into what is the tarot deck. And this is what you're not going to find in most books. All right. Let me see here. Okay. The tarot deck is made up of 78 cards. All right. 22 cards that form major arcana. That's ARCANA, the arcana, and represent individuals who, how you say, personify a practical quality, all right, or archetype. The 56 cards of the major, of the minor archetype represent events, people, behavior, ideas, and activities that go on in our lives. So you have the major archetype, which is also known as high arcana or major arcana. So let's stick with the way how they say it, the major arcana or the high arcana. It's up to you. Choose which one you want. Okay, those are 22 cards. Okay, and they're dealing with individuals who personify a practical quality or archetype. The 56 other cards are the lower arcana, arcana, or that, or let me get this right. Lower arcana or minor arcana or lower archetypes that's dealing with events, people, behaviors, ideas, and activities. So, for example, let's say you get the Emperor card. I say the Emperor card because that's the easiest one for me to remember because I'm an Aries. Okay, so you're dealing with that major arcana card, the Emperor. The Emperor is a very fiery card, take charge, in control, know what's going on. That's dealing with you, that's dealing with your personality. Now, when you're dealing with the minor arcana, that's dealing when you pull cards with certain people, places, or things. So say you pull a major arcana card and then you get, let's say, the Three of Swords. Okay, then you have to know how that represents. Or you might get the Haggard, like some cards have it like as a Haggard witch. You will know, okay, this person is doing voodoo against you, looking to backstab you. Let's say you pull a next card and that's dealing with your money. That's your money being taken from you. So you might see certain coin cards, right? Or you might get the Traveler. So that knows that, well, you got to be careful when you're going on travel. If I'm getting too advanced or too extra for you, just stop me and let me know. All right. Cassandra Taylor, thank you. Thank you. All right. Okay. So now that we got that out the way, again, how much decks is made up of the tarot? 78. You have 22 cards that form the major arcana or higher arcana. And then you have the 56 minor arcana or 56 lower arcana. Now, brief history into the tarot cards before you learn to use them. You are able to use this and deal with playing cards as well. Now, playing cards is based off of the tarot deck, and the tarot deck is based off of what? Y'all don't know? I said it before. The 72 higher angelic beings, the angelic deck, or 78, excuse me. That's when you start dealing with the damn, that's bad. I don't know how to pronounce the damn name. Shemhamphoras. Okay? And correction, the 72. It really goes into 74, but the other last two ain't really dealing with the angels. It is dealing with the angels. Let me clear that up. But the other two is not angels. The 73rd card and the 74th card is different representations of the tree of life. So the angelic Shemhamphoras, that is what all those card systems of the tarot deck deals with, which are the ones that y'all are getting. Okay? It's coming very, 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 very soon. Sorry for the delay. Like I said, I thought it was an American company when they set it up and they had it looking all good. Come to find out, they're a Chinese company. So, and I came out and I made sure I told you that because of the COVID-19. And then next thing, you don't want no COVID-y cards. You don't want no COVID-y cards with no COVID-y pouch. Don't make been sneezed on and coughed on. You know what? Let me stop. I don't want to let y'all say I'm getting like Donald Trump and be like the China virus. So let me stop. Anyway, let's continue. So you know those cards are also dealt the 72, all right, angelic decks. That's based off of the Cabal. Okay, all of this is connected. I don't care if you're dealing with Christianity, Eastern philosophy, astrology, numerology, alchemy, zodiac signs, which we're dealing with the astrology. It doesn't matter. It's all connected to this. So now that you know and understand this, let me show you again better than I could tell you. Now you see the playing card decks. Okay, a basic suit. You have your spades, your hearts, your diamonds, and your clubs. Let me fix the screen so I make sure y'all seeing this properly. Okay, y'all are. All right. So we have that set up and coincide the right way. Okay, cool. Now you notice you have, if y'all could see the cursor, you have the jack. Okay. So you have spade jack, heart jack, diamond jack, club jack. Then you have the queen. You have spade queen, heart queen, diamond queen, clubs queen. Okay. Then you have spade king, heart king, diamond king, and club king. Now, one of the card that's missing off of here that you are not seeing is the Joker card. All right, the Joker card. So you have from which will count as one, which is the ace, which is a very high card, the ace of spade. So count them: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 cards, people. All right, dealing with going up to the number 10, to the 10 of spades. Once you reach the 10, you start hitting the jack, the queen, and the king. Now, the first time I ever seen this being used, I was shocked. It's the first time I ever seen a tarot reader use playing cards plus 2 other decks of cards at the same time, and she was very much accurate. So I'm like, oh hell no, I ain't gonna let you upstage me. I got to learn this. So I did. And that's what the information I'm giving it to you now. So if you see people use playing cards, don't think that they're trying to, duke you and make it seem you don't know what I'm talking with, like what they don't like, if they don't know what they're talking about. The goal is for you to use these. But once you learn how to use the actual cards, because the real deal is the playing cards is easy to learn how to use it in learning the tarot. Then the regular tarot deck is a little slightly more difficult. But when you start dealing with the angelic decks, that's when it is very, very difficult. Okay? Notice you have 12 cards here. Okay? Up in this row right here. All right, just so you can see. I'm sorry, 13. My mistake. You have 13 cards in this row. 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 That is a magic number when you're dealing with the 13. Even when they're talking about the Bible, notice I told you how this is all connected. So you notice everybody is different factions. All right. The spades are one faction. The hearts are one faction. The diamonds are one faction. The clubs are one faction. Normally, when you are using the hearts, and I'm going to start here because everybody should know, it's pretty much self-explanatory if you're into the spiritual stuff. The hearts is used as love cards. Now I'm going to clear up some stuff when dealing with the tarot. When people think, oh, the lover, everybody wants to pull the lover card. The lover card is not always good. I know, might sound crazy. But let's say you pull the lover card and then you pull the towers, which show the tower being destroyed. When you pull that card, you interpret how that moves now. Now, some people might say, oh, that means the lover that you deal with is breaking up the relationship, yada, yada, yada. Or it could be clear that that lover going to throw your ass out the window. You see? So that's why you might have to pull more cards to learn the interpretation of it. All right? So That's dealing with that card. Notice there's 52 cards in that deck. When you use the Joker becomes the 53rd card. So if you notice, going down the list, they start making the playing cards lesser. When you start dealing with the diamonds, all right, that faction, that's when you start dealing with money. Okay? When you're dealing with the spades, that could deal not only with career and people, but this one more so deal with people and stuff you want to get. When you start really dealing with the clubs, that's getting more deep into the career aspect. Again, I'm just showing you this. Now I'm about to shift it to the more advanced level. Okay? Let me see here. Y'all all right? Y'all all right out there? Let me see. Let me make this a little bit full screen for y'all. Sorry about that, people. Please forgive me. Okay? So I made it full screen for you guys. All right? All right. Just reading some of the comments, seeing if any questions y'all have right now. I guess not. Okay, so I could continue. Okay. So now we are going to get into the real juicy good stuff. Are y'all ready? Let me know now. Please, if you haven't got your pens and papers, get your pen and paper now. I'll give y'all a few minutes because I know I just said a lot. I said a mouthful. Okay. So I'm going to give you time to get y'all pens and papers ready, which y'all should have it by now, but I see the numbers rising of people coming in. So just let me know if you haven't got it yet. I'm going to give you time. Let me know when y'all ready. Okay. Just press 1 if you're ready. You have your pen and paper already. If I see a majority of people already have it, then I'll continue. See, I'm concerned about the people. I'm looking out for the people. I tell you time. But don't even bother calling me and asking me to repeat this. Okay. When you have this type of information, this is information I'm giving y'all for free. You do not have to pay for this. And it's going to have a lot of people. I'm telling you now, that's why I didn't announce it, that I was coming out with it. It have a lot of people in the tarot world mad as chitlins right now at me. One, because they don't know this type of information that I'm giving. And the ones that do know the type of information, they're like, how dare you? All right. All right. Yeah, I see a lot of y'all already. Cool. Let me continue. All right. Let's get juicy. For my Aries out there, for my Aries. Okay. And I'm going to give you the zodiac sign and all that. Should I check to see if y'all hit the like button before I continue? I doubt it. I know y'all know the deal by now. So I'm hoping y'all got common sense. And, you know, nobody on the BNB family is stupid or stupid. So that when we're dealing with the Emperor card, Aries, you're dealing with power, authority, and leadership, which is dealing with qualities and characteristics for the Aries. Where are my Aries out there? Where the Aries gang at? Gang, gang, gang. Gang, 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 gang. Where are you Aries at? Okay. Now, you have to learn when you pull this card and you are correlating with you. Remember, I'm teaching you how to know yourself and deal with yourself with these cards. This is part one. Might be part one of a 7-part series, depending on if y'all want it or not. Like I said, when you pull this card, you have to learn that you're dealing with insensitivity, all right, to other people's feelings. Now, the flip side of that is you could feel that people are intentionally being insensitive or not passionate enough about your feelings. Okay? Now, this card could also mean you're dealing with too much dogma. You know, you got to change your look on things. You got to be more, what's the word I'm looking for? Think outside the box. Okay? You have to think more outside of the box when it comes to this card. Okay? Y'all got that? All right. Now, you have to learn to take control of situations and what this card mean and represent when it comes up for you, especially if you're Aries, on how to take control of situations, how to structure your thought pattern. All right. And rules are meant to be broken. So don't feel bad if you're an Aries, especially if you're dealing with this card and you're pulling it for yourself and you know what it is, that you might tend to break the rules or law. And I'm not trying to be funny when I say that, people. Okay? So when dealing with, hold on, bear with me, Aries, and you pull the Emperor card, you have to know this is something that is important to you. Now, one of the things that you could know if people are trying to deceive you or mislead you when you deal with that Emperor card is that Emperor card deals with, I hate to even admit this, but it deals with order out of chaos. When you pull this card, it's time to get yourself in order and activate that melanin, because melanin works best when it's under stress. I'm going to repeat that again. Melanin works best when it's under stress, and it shuts down because of fear. So when you pull the Emperor card, it shows that you're dealing with a fearlessness. Now, these are, like I said, the arcana that's dealing with your zodiac signs. Do not forget now, the arcana, as we call it, is made up of 22 cards. Okay? So we dealing with the first set of the arcana. Let me be more clear. I'm sorry, people. The major arcana is dealing with 22 cards. So we know when dealing with the zodiac, you have the 12 signs. All right, people. I hope y'all got that. Let me see. Go back to this. Okay. The next one we are going to deal with, or I mean, I could go a little more deeper in on this, but this is part one. So, you know, just giving you the quick breakdown on it. And this is a masculine card, by the way. I want to clear that up. This is a masculine card. All right. It's dealing with the Emperor where it takes control. Now the Hierophant, which is more like on a spiritual card, but spiritual, like you see the all-seeing eye. It's known more as like the gatekeeper. Okay. If you ever see this card, you'll know it's okay. So basically, the Emperor is sitting on a throne. Okay. And the Hierophant is dealing with like a triple cross, and most likely if you get a real good tarot deck, you'll see them do a hand symbol similar to this right here. Matter of fact, let me make this screen bigger or more so. Hold on. They might be like this. Okay. Sometimes you might see them with their head down, like so. If they have their head down, that's when it's going into the pondering stage to let you in. But that depends on what tarot deck you get. Okay. So that's different. Been asked to show the cards. You know what? I'll show the cards after. Let me breeze through this. Okay. And actually, I am showing the cards, by the way. That's where this is. Sometimes you might see it with that all-seeing eye. Remember, I told you there's different types of decks. Okay? Different types of decks. Don't forget that. Now, this card is also dealing with, secrets, holding back on certain things, not letting people know the true intentions. It's also dealing with teaching and basically demands the show of respect. Now, this card deals with Taurus. For my Taurus out there, where are my Taurus at? All right. These are the people that you have to follow the status quo. Okay. And start dealing with the acceptance of discipline. So when you're using this card, you know what it is. All right. This also deals anything dealing with studying on a higher level. Okay. This is the card where it can be also manipulative, where it's getting people to go on its type of belief system. These are people like that'll be good at preaching and speaking. So when you see this card, you know what it represents. All right. It's very disciplined. And of course, the gatekeepers have to be disciplined. They don't just let anybody in. Okay. So basically, yeah, they discriminate. Okay. It's not, you pull this card, you're trying to find out information about a spouse, and this card tend to come up. You know for a fact, okay, this person don't want me to know, a certain knowledge about them. Okay. Because this card do represent knowledge, education, and everything else. All right. Certain values. All right. Dealing with the inner, your inner spirituality. Okay. So heads up on that. And then I'm going to, after I finish go through all this, I'm going to give you the zodiac dealing with these cards for August. Okay. Entanglement with August. Entanglement with August. I'm sorry, people. I had to do it. I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry. Let me get back on track. Oh, man. I couldn't help myself. Anyway, so now let's deal with the lovers. The lovers card, which you'll see it will represent a rose, but it also represents two people, which is the Geminis. So where are all my zodiac signs out there that are Geminis? Okay. Now this should be pretty much self-explanatory, but I'll give it to you. It deals with love, temptation, commitment. Okay. Yeah, it's important to understand that the power and love and how you deal with it is going to determine this card. So you have to know when this card comes up what it is. Now, it's you got to learn this is a very difficult card to understand because it have different meanings. It could signify different things depending on whatever answer you're looking for. Okay, it does not only just deal with harmony and happiness. Okay, it could also mean breaking apart. Depending on the question you're asking, oh, does my spouse have a different lover or somebody else? And this card might come up. And say this card come up, the lover card come up, right? And you get something like, let's go, the Hierophant card. You know that that lover you're dealing with is hiding something from you. Just so you know. Okay. Also, of course, it's dealing with your sexuality, again, with your relationships, feeling of, wanting to be with another, that type of stuff. Okay. And dealing with right and wrong, and where there's two sides to everything that's going on. That's why you'll see it represent with two people. Let me read the comments before I continue on to Cancer. Just to make sure y'all good out there. Melanin works best when under stress. Yes. Okay. Because I'm doing good so far. I see y'all laughing. What y'all laughing at? Sweet Tia says, it's okay, Joel. I love how you are silly. Oh, I guess that's the part when with the entanglement with all this y'all laughing at. Okay, people. Y'all funny. Y'all funny too. Let me go back to the PowerPoint slide. I just had to make sure that nobody had any questions right now. So, Cancer. Let's deal with Cancer. Cancers, y'all are dealing with the Chariot. Okay. This may symbolize the wheel. All right. Like you see, which is known as the Chariot wheel. Or you'll see a man. Sometimes they might put a woman in the Chariot, depending on what type of deck you have. You might see two horses pulling the Chariot. You might see Sphinx, depending on the deck. Okay. Now, this card is dealing with focus, where you're very diligent and you have a strong willpower and, strong preservation. You're very honest. So this card mostly deals with honesty. All right. Also, when you use this card, depending on how you pull it, it could reveal the motivation and your self will in how to progress. All right. This, anytime you're dealing with this card, it's also dealing with ego, what you believe in, and how confident you are in that belief. This also deals with any sexual arousalness. All right. Now, this, cancers, y'all could be very sensitive. So when using this deck, it's important to let you know this also deals with you having to gain control over your feelings. You petty ass cancers. You know what I'm talking about. Where my cancers at? Where my cancers at? Okay? Y'all very high strung on victory. That's why you can get very petty. Okay? And y'all just want to lead the way. Yeah, well, I don't see, pave the way for others. So you have to understand when dealing with this, you're dealing in a journey. What type of journey? That's when you start getting on the mental and physical level of your journey. Now, let me see. I did how many? I think I did 4. Yeah. Any questions on those 4s before I continue real quick? Real quick, let me know. All right, I guess we're good. We can continue. I'll save the rest for the end. I'm surprised. Cancers really, they having a lot of questions to ask. Shocking. Okay. Guess y'all taking in the knowledge. All right. The next one that we are going to deal with is a very, 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 very powerful card. That is the Leos. My Leos out there. When using the tarot deck, this is what you have to know about this tarot deck. This tarot card or this high arcana. Leos, this card is so important because this is the one that deals with courage, strength, compassion, and self-awareness. Not so much in that order. Sometimes you might not have the compassion needed. Again, when you're dealing with this card, it's good to interpret this card. This card, you'll find it with a person, oftentimes, a woman with a lion. It could be a man with a lion, or depending on the deck, they just have the lion, like how we have right here. Okay? This card deals with you facing the reality of things and you having control over your life and giving forgiveness. You could be very unforgiving, but that's where you have to tap into the inner strength. So this card also deals with inner strength. Okay. Now, anything I'm missing with this? Nah, I think that's it. Like I said, when you pull this card, it's dealing with courage. All right. Courage. Any convictions you have, it deals with it. Also, it deals with when somebody is trying to take your spot, where they want to be in the spotlight, when it's like, oh, look at me, look at me, look at me. It's all about me. Me, 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 me. Okay? And one of the important things, if you ask anything about love and romance, all right, and this card comes up, you have to know if that is dealing with, are you giving too much of your well-being into the relationship and not getting what you put in? Okay, just giving you a briefing of the cards. Now, this right here, Virgos. Oh, Virgos, 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 Virgos. And Virgos again. I know a few Virgos. And let me say this. Y'all can be like a hermit. Now, I know some of y'all gonna be like, hey, that's not true, Brother Joel. Really? We doing this? Yes, it is. Okay. Let me get back. So, when dealing with the Hermit, that card right there, the good part about it is it deals with being discreet. All right. The Virgo card, you'll see most mainly like a man in a robe with a long stick and they have a lantern. All right. Or you might see a shell, like a hermit crab shell. Okay. This card deals with inner wisdom, knowing. They always want to know. It's hard keeping something. Oops, sorry, people. It's hard keeping something from a Virgo, especially when you're dealing with the Hermit card. They will search you out. They will break you down. That's why two professions that's very good with this sign is a doctor and a lawyer. Okay? Just so you know. It is also a card that deals with discrimination as well. You'll notice that most cards that I'll give you that's dealing with knowledge is always going to deal with discrimination. So let me say that and get that out of the way. Now, one of the things that when you get this card and you're dealing with it about yourself, you have to be honest with yourself if you have a fear of any of your secrets being revealed. A lot of times when you pull this card and you, let's say you're dealing with love again and you're like, well, how does a person feel about me? And they pull this card there, it's telling you your ass is too effing clingy. The person want to be left alone because that's the traits of the Virgo and that's the traits of the Hermit card, which is one of the high arcanas. Okay? Just so you know. It's like basically chill the hell out. All right? So anyway, anytime you need to search within yourself, have answers that you need to deal within, you deal with this card. And if it's a relationship that you want to know to get out of and you see this card comes up, you have to know. Now again, when you pull other cards with it, you have to know how to combine and get the answer. The reason why I like this right here, and I'm showing you as a wheel, it reminds me of the Golden Compass. Okay, and if you ever watch a show on HBO, because they turned it into a show, it's on HBO. It's called His Dark Magistrate, which is basically the Golden Compass. Okay, they just turned it into a TV show. So whatever secretive part with dealing with you, that's where it pulls up. All right. And once you get this type of card dealing with relationships, you have to really think like, okay, well, if this person is like this, how would it work out? Would it work for me dealing in long term? All right. If you're dealing with this card and you want to find out about the past, all right, you may want to deal with knowing of any facts of refusal. Okay. And it deals with an emotional balance too. Sometimes you need to be alone, clear your head, yada, yada, yada. Now, the next one for my Libras out there is the Justice card. All right. The Justice. When you are dealing with any type of, how you say, what's the word I'm looking for? Trying to find out how to properly break this down. Balance. That there you go. Sorry about that, people. That's more when you're looking for balance. Because although I have it in my note, I just got the general gist of it. And I don't have the very basic form, which is balance. So let me write that in right now. Hold on, people. Bear with me. Okay. Now, this is the card that, of course, is dealing with fairness. Being fair, pretty much. Equality, the whole cause and effect thing. And being objective thinkers. My Libras out there. Now, you might see this card being someone holding, most likely, the Lady of Justice holding the two scales and the sword pointing up. Okay? Anytime when you want to know making serious decisions, this card comes up. You want to ask about making certain decisions, blase, 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 yada, 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 yada. Okay? This is the card for you. Oh, oh. I know a few people aren't gonna like this. But Death, the Scorpio, which we know Scorpios deal with Saturn, blah, 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 as well. Yada, yada, yada. Don't need to go into that. So, when dealing with the Death card, people, this is not always a bad thing. Let me let y'all see my face. This is not always a bad thing with the Death card. I always notice some people be looking to drop out once I give the breakdown. There's more to this to go on. I'm only at an hour and 3, or maybe I've given y'all too much because I still got to tell y'all stuff for August. So if I give y'all this information, you're like, okay, I know my point, and you drop out, too bad for you. Okay? And you won't get to ask me no questions. Don't call me and ask me no questions. I'm telling you now. All right? Just so y'all know. Yeah. So, the Death card. I'm giving y'all the real deal live stream here, people, on how to use the tarot deck. And this is part 1. This card deals with also rebirth, to bring anew. Okay? It's not always symbolized as a bad card. All right? It's breaking the old cycle, getting stuff in order. One door closed, another door opens. Look at it that way. All right? Getting into the real deal base of things. And of course, this card will symbolize the skull, like how it's on here, or death. riding a pale white horse. This card scares a lot of people. I'm here to tell you, don't be scared by it. All right? Although it can pretty damn well necessarily means death when you pull it, but based on the question you ask, you have to know how to deal with it. Example. Let me give you an example. Say you want to know about certain blockage that's causing you any fears, anything shifting, and how to get rid of it, or would you get rid of it, and the death card comes up. That death card means, all right, killing of whatever old attributes that's there, that's going to be dead. Okay, now when dealing in love and this comes up, you know, I'm thinking hard if I should give this information out on this. Well, okay, because I don't want people to get scared, because remember, you got to deal with other things as well. If you're asking about love and this card comes up, or let's say a job or something to that effect that I want y'all to see as I'm talking to you, it's very important to know that it doesn't necessarily means that that will be the end, although it does mean the end. But do not take that as literally the begin all and end all. You understand where I'm coming from with this? You have to ask, pull the next card. Okay, can this be saved? Let's say the Emperor card comes up, and they'd be like, yeah, this could be saved, but you have to take charge of the relationship. All right? It could be the same relationship, and that death card comes up, and it means death of the old relationship, how the old relationship was, but it could be renewed and get better, being that you pull the death card. So y'all was fighting and fussing and carrying on, and then let's say I tell you where to get a good love candle. And you get that love candle, and you like that love candle. You bring a little peace to your home, spiciness in your life. Everything changed now. So it's death of that old relationship. Just because it's death of the old relationship don't mean it's ending with the person you're with. Y'all got that? All right. As long as y'all got that. Let's deal with Sagittarius. Good old Sagittarius. As you could see, Sagittarius is the Temperance card. Now, this card often can backfire on a lot of people. This card is dealing with, first off, you'll see the card, of course, will have the bow and arrow. You have to have proper temperance to use the bow and arrow. You got to focus, aim, shoot for what you're looking to deal with. Sometimes you'll see this card with a woman or a female angel or an angel holding cups and seem like it's pouring one water into the next. Okay? Blending, mixing. It's important when you pull this card to know the representation of it is dealing with moderation, self-control, and compromise. Okay? How to blend or interact with different ideas. It's not all just about you. All right? This card is dealing with finding harmony and gaining cooperation. Also, it's a healing card as well. All right. So anytime you deal with drawing this card and you're dealing with relationship, you have to know it's dealing with a personal process. Okay? How to deal with your relationship in the process when you're dealing with accident in relationship. When it comes to dealing with the future now, this card will deal with basically your desires, or anything dealing with an argument. Might be an argument to watch out for, or how to handle an argument, or if you need clarification on what you must do. Okay? Now, this card will upset more people than the death card has. My Capricorns, oh my Capricorns, the devil cards. First off, let me see on here. Y'all right? Let me, before I go on, I gotta be making sure I check on y'all every now and again. Y'all all right out there? Let me know. We're about to get into the devil card. Hope y'all not spooked out. Let me see. Y'all answer me, and I know y'all taking y'all notes. Just want to make sure we good before I continue, because I know I'm over an hour and 11 minutes. And again, maybe I explained this too much in details and I shouldn't, but I'm going to give it to y'all like it is. Now, when you pull this card is dealing with materialism and bondage, being held down. Okay? Like I said, a lot of times you'll see it with a devil and the card. Hold on. The card might have a male and a woman, a man and a woman with chains. Or it might be the devil riding somebody's back. Or it could be, the devil face with horns. Like how, hold on, let me show you. Let me go back to it. Hold on. Okay. The horns. All right. The devil card. So, anything dealing with, how you say, bad behavior, doing all kind of stupidness, people trying to hold you down, negativity, whatever, you have to deal with this card when you see it. All right, this is particularly a bad card, people. All right, now if you're dealing with relationships or whatsoever it is, and this card comes up, yeah, it's pretty much a wrap. Okay. You know what I find funny when people deal with tarot cards and they're like, oh, hell no. Hey, maybe I should reshuffle. And then the same card come up for the same thing after they reshuffle the deck. It's like, yo, I'm not playing with your ass. I said what I said. Okay? Hate to be the bearer of bad news for you, but I'm teaching y'all about the cards. So, I'm letting you know what it is. Anyway, I don't even need to go too much into that. This card, self-explanatory. It is what it is. That's it. No need for me to go any deeper with it. So let's deal with good old Aquarius. All right. You'll see it as The Star card, you most likely you'll have a lady, might be naked, might be robed, and she's pouring water or getting water from a pond. Okay. Now this deals with inspiration and love. All right. This card also deals with revealing truth. All right. Anything time you want to understand dreams, this is a good card. When you see it pull, you get an understanding of what your dream means. It also is a card that deals with visions. So if you want to find out something, what's going on, and this card comes out, basically, they'll tell you, all right, you're dealing, depending on the question you're asking, they'll let you know, okay, yeah, well, this is dealing with in the future. Or, yes, this did happen in the past. Okay? Let me see, because I know I asked if y'all are right. Again, I'm only asking this because I don't want to bore you in any way. I know this is long. Instead of paying money for this, and then they might just give you 15 minutes. Yeah, this is the story I heard. 15 minutes to learn about this stuff. There's no way. Anytime you see a live stream and they talking about learning about the cards and they break it down for you in 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or even a half an hour, they're just trying to take your money or they want views. You know? Hey, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I'm just telling you like it is. Okay. So, when dealing with this card, you know it's dealing with a higher body, basically, of knowledge. This is when you start getting more heavenly. I guess that's the way to put it. So this card, you know, it's anything dealing with the navigation of your life or the direction of where you want to go into things. If you accent it for the future, all right, this card also is, when this comes up, it's a good card, just so you know. All right, the Star. Next one is Pisces. That's the moon. The moon card, people. It's pretty much what it is. You'll see the moon. You might see it where it's like, if it's an eclipse happening, the moon and the sun merging together, and you might see the moon have an actual human face. Okay? When you get this card, it deals with trickery, fear, illusions. Okay? You have to have strong intuition when dealing with this card. So if you're trying to find out if somebody trying to do something to you or have you in the dark about something, all right, or as they say, blind to the truth, this card comes up, you know what it is. You're being blind to the truth. All right. Anything dealing with confusion, if you're worrying, you know, and not trusting your intuition, or it could be telling you to trust your intuition based on the question you're asking. Okay. Now, I could go deeper with this moon card because it is deep. I mean, I said I'm gonna get a little advanced for y'all. So when dealing with this card, it deals with different realms as well. Remember, like I said, you'll have an illusion put up and not know there's a different realm. That's why, like when you watch the movie The Golden Compass or the TV show that's on HBO that's based off of which is actually the Golden Compass, that is called His Dark Manuscript. Hold on, people, let me fix this. His Dark Manuscript. You'll see the compass have similar dex symbolism on there that's off of the tarot deck. All right, so you know how to deal with the higher archetypes. We good out there? Anything you need to know? I could end this now, or just give y'all the zodiacs as well. Let me know. Y'all be the judge, do y'all? Because I know it's late, and it's just gonna be a brief one. Or do y'all want me to wait for, add it into part 2 to how to deal with, the month of August? Let me see. Born to Learn 86 says reshuffling does work in spirit beings business. LOL. Facts. All right. It really, I know you meant to say it doesn't work. It doesn't. It really don't. Like it'll pop up and that's what it is. Okay, I'm seeing. Oh, okay. I'm just looking at the time, concerned about y'all and the time. All right, I'll keep going. Let me see. I'll give y'all that work. I thought y'all didn't want the work. All right, now, Aries, around this time, you have to learn to come to the acceptance of things. Okay? You might find and see things is not going your way. Once you deal with the acceptance of it, everything should start moving a little more in your favor. Okay? Just embrace what is coming to you, and you will have a better understanding of that. Okay? Because you're going to be going through a lot. Okay? So you have to be more calm, cool-headed, because I know Aries, you're quick to and get it done. So that's not the way to go. Now, Taurus, you're going to be seeming, you're going to seem odd to a lot of people, especially being that retrogrades could just shift and change your balance of how it is and what you're going through. And it's the planet Uranus itself is supposed to be going into retrograde, or if not in retrograde already, if I'm not mistaken. All right. But basically, it will affect you even more. All right. So this is where you got to work on being a better person. Don't shun people away, especially if we know we're dealing in the pandemic. So you got to be, more flexible. And you're going to have change. Okay? It's going to happen with Uranus. Being that Uranus is in retrograde. That will affect you big time. So one of the things that you're going to have to watch out with your relationships and your self-worth of what you deal with in those relationships. Okay. I want to keep it in a Gemini. Gemini, 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 Gemini. Oh, August. You got to learn to adapt. Simple as that. I don't need to go in anymore with it. You have to know that essence you have, that light energy will help you change for the better. All right. Don't get yourself too overworked or exhausted. You have to take it a bit easy in August. Okay? Just so you know. Of course, any questions y'all could ask me after this. But really, seriously, Geminis, take it easy. Now, Cancer. Good old Cancer. Remember, while Uranus is in retrograde, it is the time to learn. Learn, and whatever you learn, you change. You will change the way how you interact with the surrounding people and environment. Now, you'll be petty, y'all do petty stuff, but you don't tend to be very vocal. Well, at this time, you'll have to be. Okay? So, that's just one you'll have to look into. And I'm saying, I'm focusing on you even more around this time because you could get very extremely sensitive and that could harm you in what you're looking to do. Okay? Now, Leos, of course, you're not afraid of any type of taking the lead in the forefront and speaking your mind and how you feel. The good part about this will be a great money time for you. Okay? Just don't blow it. You're going to get the money. Don't mess up the bag. Okay? Real talk. Don't get too cocky. You're going to get the money. I'm telling you straight up. It's a line for you. The Uranus retrograde. You're going to get the money. Don't F up the bag. All right? Now, Virgo. Virgo. This month you're going to be scrambling. Okay? To get stuff done, get stuff right. You're going to have deadlines that you're going to want to fulfill. All right? You might find things a little bit difficult. So, of course, get into the mode where you get into, take time for yourself, self-care, especially around this time. The good part about it is when you deal with self-care, a lot of things is going to work in your advantage. I could tell I'm tired. So, just so y'all know. Excuse me, people. Now, Libra. All right? Loyalty will be a huge issue for you around this time. Okay? Especially with Uranus being involved with everything what's going on. You gotta watch out. You gotta watch out. Okay? Be, the eccentric person that you are. Just be careful. Take this time to improve your life. Okay? Scorpio. Oh, Scorpio. With Uranus being in retrograde, you have to watch on your time and energy. Do not waste any time or energy. Okay? You know something is hard. You might not want to go too deep in that action of what is hard. Find a different way to make it easier, a way where you could become more flexible. Understood? All right. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. You know, that's my homeboy right there, Brother Divine. He's a Sag. Okay. With Sagittarius, it's important not to be so blunt. Okay. Around this time, you might feel you're winning and yeah, I'm in control, this and that. This is the time more than ever to compromise, because things are going to backfire, especially with the whole Uranus in retrograde. You might feel like you're on top now, things is good, but it could backfire on you by being too greedy. You will be good if you just chill, humble yourself more and say, well, you know what, maybe this is, because like I said, with what you do and what you get, you're going to tend to get a pushback. And once people use the pushback on you, depending on which sign, most likely any sign, once they push back on you, it ain't going to go too well for you. Just so you know. Capricorn. All right. Pretty much it's always the same for Capricorn. Okay. I know you feel you want to do good for all the people you're around now. You have to pick a selective group of people around this time in August. Okay. And trust me, you and Aries ain't too far apart with what's going around on this time. You're going to feel very frustrated. Feel like, hey, stuff is just not going my way. It's not going your way until you move in a more calm state to control that. Now, Aquarius, all right, yeah, you got a lot of mouth. Chill out with that. Chill out with that. And watch your emotions. Don't have this don't care attitude that you love to show people you have around this time. That will backfire on you every single time around this time in August. You ain't got to listen to me. I'm just giving you the facts of that. When you use the tarot card, you can pull it and see yourself. Now, Pisces. Try not to work too hard. That's my best advice for you. Okay? Don't work too hard, because you're going to overwork yourself, and with the different moon phases that's coming into play, that's not going to work to your advantage. And you ain't got to believe nothing I say. You could just pull the tarot deck and it'll tell you that. It's really that simple. Okay? Any questions before I get out of here, before I wrap it up? Any questions? Ask now. Forever hold your peace. Yada, yada, yada. I gave y'all a whole hour, 35 minutes. And I'm willing to give y'all just a little bit more if y'all got questions. Y'all got to just type it faster. Just so you know. Any question on what I told you? All right. I ain't see no questions. I ain't gonna be here mad long. Keep asking any questions. You know what? Let me check this because I know there'd be a delay. So I'm gonna see for myself. Born to Learn 82 says, I'm loving this look. I'm loving this look forward for more to come. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to give more. You know, I'm only doing so much with what people actually want. If I'm not getting no feedback on it, ain't no point. Can you go with your moon? Londa Tinker want to know, can you go with your moon sign too? Yeah, you can, but just stick to these what's going on here. Don't go overboard with it. Don't go too extra. Take my word for it. All right. Sadie V8 says, thank you, Joel. I'll be flexible and calm and laugh. Okay, all that good stuff. Very good. All right. Geminis and Sag are Geminis and Sagittarius compatible? Yeah, to a certain extent, but damn sure not around this time. I'm telling you right now, Geminis, with the state y'all in it, what y'all going through, the Sag is going to try to control you. And Sagittarius, the Geminis will break your heart. The Geminis will play your ass. I know. I'm working on my coof on how I tell people things so they don't get too alarmed and feel away. Charmaine Scott want to know, is this a good time to plan a relationship? No. If you're already in one, I have certain relationships with people, okay, cool, you work on that. But planning one now, nah. Okay. Nanya, what's up? Ibrahim L. Thank you for that, brother. Said, we don't want to drain you. I myself appreciate what you do. I can't wait till part 2. Much appreciated. Thank you for that. But I know you're saying that, and on the other end of the spectrum, you got other people saying that Negro ass ain't been on for how long? No, he could give us this work. I know that for a fact. Sadie B wants to know, hey, Joel, how is Taurus on the money end? Lotto. Okay. All right, let me give you the breakdown. Taurus, no. Aquarius, yeah. It's definitely good around this time with that. And Leo around this time to get money. They gotta play it cool though. You gotta play it cool. Taurus, you could capitalize on it, but more in giving advice. And with that, to take your own advice. So that don't mean you don't try. Let me get that clear. Yes, play that lotto. Of course, it will be wise for you to get a money candle first. Okay? Let me know. I could tell you where exactly to get it. Contact me. I'm going to get that money candle to help you out. Okay? The real one. Like I said, I'm not co-signing no garbage dealing with no other people. I'm giving y'all the real deal, the facts, and where to get it from. All right? Someone wants me to open a business. You could, I would say, be very cautious on opening up that business right now. You have to make sure everything is in line for you first and make sure it's properly worth opening up that business. And that goes for all y'all different signs. Okay? Thank you, Londe Tinker, for appreciating me. Thank you very much. Thank you. And the time I give. Any other questions? Okay, what about Taurus and Cancer? One's too stubborn, one's too petty. No. 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 And the Taurus is stubborn and the Cancer is very freaking petty. So no. No. Sorry, no. Get mad at me all you want. No. Linda Tinker said, your money candle is the truth. Facts! Gang, gang, gang. If it ain't for me, I'll tell you where to get it when you're getting it right. That's how I do. Sadie V say, you good. You have dropped a few bombs tonight, bro. Thanks a bunch. You're welcome. Well, met a nice Sag man, but you're right on the timing. Oh, I know. Again, you don't gotta listen to me. I told you what the major archetype cards is, and when dealing with yourself, and when you pull that or you use that and you pull other cards to determine whatever whatsoever. I just explained that to you, so you don't need me to tell you this. I gave you the source so you could do it yourself. All right. Charmaine Scott, God bless you too. Thank you. I needed that. Taurus man and Capricorn woman. No. Stubborn and stubborn. Not around this time. Now, really talking and engaging and talk, and if it leads up to the bang 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 bang, be easy. I'm telling you now, don't rush into it. You do, that's on you. Don't say I ain't tell you. And that's why I gave you the breakdown of the tarot, so when you know it's dealing with yourself and what you're pulling, you will know. Okay. In it to win it. What's up? Let me speak to you in a while. Thank you, Joel Fatoya, Tracy Natural, for this. I recently bought my first deck and it's right on time. The Aries reading was on point. I'm going through things right now. Facts. It's the truth. And you are welcome. Now, any of y'all who haven't got the decks are coming in. Once they come and they gone, it's going to be a while because of this whole coronavirus thing. So I advise you hit up the necessary people to get the angelic deck, the ancient angelic deck, the original deck where all the decks is made from. Just hit me up, let me know. Okay. Any other questions? No? Okay, I did my job. Joel Benjamin, I know people, man, you didn't even give us time to answer. You just say, and got up the stream. Okay, I'll wait. See, I give this to you for free. I don't have to pay for this, people. Oh, before I go, do y'all want the part 2 to this? Or you feel you got enough that could help you in what you're dealing with? Let me know. Part 2, part 3. Let me know. Dream Smith say yes. Yes, bro. Okay. Africa forever. What's up, Mr. Tree Black? What's up? What's up? There's a lot of people on here. Like, if I'm not seeing y'all, I'm telling y'all, I won't give you a part 2, and then y'all could just go pay for it from other people, since it seems like that's what you want to do. Born to Learn 82 says, stop playing. You know we want it all. No, I don't know. I gotta ask. Tracy Natural said, part 2, 3, all the way to 8. Damn. You want that work. I'm in it, and I want a deck from you as well. And all the parts. No problem. Just know when you're dealing with the advanced, the ultimate decks of all decks, know this. That deck is not cheap. And it's even good if you get it consecrated. Maybe I should show y'all a sample before. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'll show y'all a sample of what I mean when we're dealing with this deck right here. Right here. Do. All right, people. Bear with me. I want to make it big. Enlarging it for you. Do I have to say pause? I don't think I have to say pause. That's that Harlem. It's that Harlem talk. Right? I know it is. Forgive me, people. Okay. Let me show y'all this. Share this screen for y'all to see. Slideshow. All right. This is what I'm talking about for those that don't know. Okay? See those with the angelic writings. See how it's letting you know what's the main governing angel. See this one got Metatron on it. All right, let me fix it. Okay. See. Oh, sorry, people. My bad. There we go. Ugh. My apologies. There we go. So see, it have the Metatron. Now this is the first card out of the whole set. See, it lets you know the song 3 and 3. It lets you know the Seraphim and the name, which I will not say, and it's a reason why I don't say the name. So let's just basically get out of here. So y'all know, okay? You're dealing with that deck, that's when you get in hardcore with it. Any other questions? Nunya said, I'd rather pay you, bro. I know that's right. All right. No other questions. So, Joel Benjamin 528. Sorry, y'all didn't see me long. See, I gave y'all almost 2 hours to break down with this. And, you know, like I said, depending on it, y'all got to leave comments. Y'all got to leave comments. Y'all have to leave comments. Especially if y'all got your questions, put it in the comments. Y'all have to leave comments. I don't get the comments, especially any one of y'all that been on this stream. I'm not giving y'all a part 2. These are the requirements. I ask for simple-ish, simple stupidness, like the likes and leave a damn comment, share the video. I don't get that, I'm not giving y'all part 2. So all of y'all have a responsibility in this, because this, come on, be realistic. What's the crazy prices you done seen people charge you to learn it? And people who've paid for this before, have they even went in depth and gave up any of the type of information you just heard me talk about? And I really want y'all to answer, so I'm going to wait to see. That I just gave you for free, by the way. I gave you the regular live stream on it. Have you seen it? Pamela says, wow, that was deep. I would need a class. Think I would pay also. See? And I'm giving up the sauce. Thank you, Tracy Natural. Salute 528 family. Please stay safe, family. Yes. Thank you for that, letting them know. Don't forget, leave comment after the live stream ends. Yeah. Make sure, like, after the live stream ends and y'all rewatching this, I know you're going to have to rewatch it to get information, leave a comment. Tracy Natural says, this live stream would be at least 100. Yeah. Really. I got a super sticker. Thank you, Tiger96. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for that. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, y'all know it. I ain't getting this information nowhere else. Been fiending to get y'all this type of information. You're welcome, Tigra96. You're welcome. All right. Salute to the international audience. Salute to domestic. You know, leave them comments on the video. Peace. See, Sadie VH says, this is what Joel pay-per-view info is like. Yeah, any of y'all who haven't gotten that info before, then you know how I give it up. And I give it up even deeper. Especially if I look to make a pay-per-view live stream out of it. Later, y'all.